Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will see configure retention labels in Microsoft Purview. I'm going to again go through the Microsoft documentation and do the labs, whatever will come. So when published, retention labels appear in users app such as Outlook, SharePoint and OneDrive. And when a label is applied to email or documents, automatically or by the user, the content is retained based on the settings we configure. For example, we can create labels that retain content for a certain time or delete content automatically when it reaches a certain age. So they are used in the information protection and governance solutions, which is data lifecycle management and records management. So if I just pull up my text box, so it would be data lifecycle management. And another would be records management. And GMT is the short form. Okay. So in some instances, you may ask your users to add retention labels to their own content, especially emails. In other cases, you might want the system to automatically add retention labels. So make sure that you remember about retention labels. Retention label names cannot be changed after they are created. Only one retention label can be assigned to content, and auto-applied retention labels can be replaced by a manually assigned retention label. Exchange public folders do not support labels. So let me log on to the portal and take it from there. Okay, so I am logged on to the compliance portal, and if I just navigate to the data lifecycle management, here it is. Under data lifecycle management, it would have labels. Or if I click on Microsoft 365, Exchange Legacy was previous option. Retention policies, retention labels, everything is there, right? So if you click on labels here, it says create labels of items that need exceptions to your retention policies. And here are the retention policies that we created, right? And then you have retention label as well. These are retention labels and these are retention policies, these are retention labels. So if you click on create a label and you add a name to your label. So I would say retention test, description for admins, retain items forever or for a specific period, enforce action after a specific period, just label items. So whatever you want to do, this is label settings. And then so the option that was description for admins, so that information is, if I go back, description for users, the description will appear to users when they hover over the label in their apps. Alright, so a default label showing the label's retention settings will be displayed in the left blank. So whenever you want to add a description for users, make sure you are defining it correctly, because that will give information to your users. What exactly are you trying to do? And same way for description for admins, then you do the label settings. If you want to retain the content, retain items forever or for a specific period, enforce action after a specific period. Okay, I would say just label the items. So it says, give me a minute. Choose this setting if you only want to classify labeled items. The items won't be retained and your users won't be restricted from ending, moving or deleting them. And if you say retain items forever, so item won't be retained, but when they reach the age you specify, they'll be deleted from where they are stored. Enforce actions after a specific period. Labeled item won't be retained. You can decide whether they should be deleted or relabeled in the period you specify. Retain items for whatever years. Alright. I would start the retention period based on when items were created, when items were last modified. Or you can create a new event type as well. Okay, I'll hit cancel. You hit next, you delete. So these settings determine what happens to items when the retention period ends. So what you will do is you will delete the items automatically. You start a disposition review, you change the label, you run a power automate flow, or you deactivate retention settings. I would say delete items automatically. You create a label after reviewing your settings. This is how you configure retention labels, and in next we'll see configure manual retention label policies. Okay, so I hope this was informative for you, and if you have any further queries, please mention them in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next settings. Thank you. Have a good day. I am sorry, I said I will see you guys in the next settings, but I meant I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.